This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Welcome, this is the NLL second round. This is the second game of the day. It is a Division 3 game between Frederick and Ragnar. We had an exciting first game today between Brennus and Tokugawa. You can go back and watch that one later. Right now we are going to see Frederick that lost his first game up against Ragnar that drew. So 1 point for Ragnar, 0 for Frederick, and we are ready to take a look at their starting positions. Here we are, the Frederick starting position. Let's Control R, I mean. He's got fish, he's got stone, he's got pigs, he's got clam, there is another fish up there. It's a very big continent with room for lots and lots of cities, so they don't necessarily need to go for astronomy to make anything happen. Up here in the north, in the Arctic, we have Ragnar's starting position. He's got horse, he's got sheep, he's got deer, and yeah, he's up in the Arctic and a lot of good land to settle. This is in the middle. This is a very green and lush area that is important to get. And let's take a look at the start of the game. We are ready to go. Frederick, 0 points. Ragnar, 1 point. And we are off. There we are. First cities have been built. Frederick has Hinduism. Ragnar is annoyed with him already. That is a good sign for us. Turn 50, 2 cities for Ragnar before Frederick got his second. And we see the build up in the north and we see the build up in the south. Who is going to get that lush area in the middle? Turn 90 now, 3 cities to Ragnar. He's a little bit ahead when it comes to city count, it seems. Also in power, because we see that Frederick, now it's 1.0. There we have 1 AD with 4 cities each. They are building along the coast, they haven't met each other yet. 6 German cities, now he's getting somewhere here. 5 Viking cities at the moment as well, but Frederick seems like he is building more cities than Ragnar at the moment. 8-5 and Frederick, can this be the game where you are going to shine? Ragnar, up to 7 cities now, they are in different religions, they are not happy with each other. 10 cities to Frederick, 7 to Ragnar, turn 186 right now, and the war is on. We have an early war, 9 cities Frederick, 8 cities Ragnar. What's going to happen in this war? Frederick going for machinery now, Ragnar is going for engineering. 9 cities to 9. Ragnar has founded another city, I guess then, because it didn't look like Frederick lost anything, and there is the peace treaty. Frederick is 1.3 times as strong as Ragnar. Ragnar is going for the compass, Frederick is going for the guilds. I'm sure that we have the next war. This is not going to be peaceful at all, I think. 10 cities each. They are at each other's throats, and this is going to be interesting. Frederick is stronger than Ragnar at the moment. Both of them are getting banking. Engineering now for Frederick, while Ragnar is going for nationalism. 10 cities each, and Ragnar is furious towards Frederick. That much we can tell already. Don't see many cities changing hands at these times, and there is a peace treaty as well. Turn 246, soon to be turn 250. 10 cities each, with Frederick going for optics and Ragnar onto drama and some stuff like there. Military tradition for Ragnar now, and Frederick is getting his tech, going for aesthetics next. Okay, 12 cities each, they are building cities then. There hasn't been another declaration of war, even though Ragnar is not particularly happy with Frederick. But Frederick is stronger than Ragnar, and there it is, the next war. Now Frederick is 1.3 times as strong as Ragnar, but Ragnar gained the city with 30... Oh, we lost it again, because now the city count is 12 even. But it looks like Frederick is losing, and there is another piece actually. It looks like Frederick is losing some battles, because now he's only 1.1 the strength of Ragnar. That was not what he had in mind, I guess. Astronomy is next for Frederick. Ragnar going for the liberalism thingy, isn't he? And 14 to 12 cities. Ragnar is first to liberalism and he's going for gunpowder. Frederick is 1.3 times as strong as Ragnar, but Ragnar has gunpowder now. Frederick going for astronomy. Ragnar is going for the printing press. And it looks like Frederick has circumnavigated the globe. Ragnar with 14 cities, Ragnar with 15 cities to Frederick's 13. And now Frederick has founded the city in the New World, in that continent to the east. 1.1 times the strength of Ragnar. Looks like Ragnar may be building units, because Frederick is losing a little bit of power. But 15 cities to 14. If Frederick can get those cities built over in the New World, he also has taken that little continent down southwest. And now Frederick, he has 15 cities towards Ragnar's 15, and Ragnar is going for rifling. Of course he is. Frederick on education, 15 cities each. They are not happy with each other, but there hasn't been a declaration of war for a very long time. It looks like Frederick is busy with building cities, but now it's down to 0.8 the strength of Ragnar. So Ragnar is building up units. Frederick is down to 0.7. We can have a war on our hands pretty soon here. Both of them are going for constitution though. Frederick is up to 16 cities versus Ragnar's 15. Now Frederick has 17 cities, but he's falling behind in military power. 19 cities to Ragnar's 16. But Ragnar, he needs to attack now with superior forces to take a few of Frederick's cities on the main continent, because if he allows Frederick to continue to build up like this, then he will have a slight advantage and he can build more units. Turn 341. Ragnar with the island down in the middle, of course. He's probably going to build a city down there towards the Antarctic as well. There he does that, yes, in the middle of the map. You see that in the minimap there. So Ragnar with 17 cities, Frederick now 20 cities. I am surprised there hasn't been another declaration of war. There were 2 early wars and now there has been peace for a very long time. But Ragnar has been building up his military, because Frederick is only 0.7 the strength of Ragnar. And 21 cities to 17. Frederick has been focusing on expanding and taking more city spots. 22 to 17. He's going for democracy now. 23 to 17, and now he is getting a city count advantage that could be important towards the end of the game here. Going for communism. Ragnar is getting, what is that, steam power or something? 24 to 19. The city count is now 5 cities more for Frederick. Ragnar is still stronger than him, though. Ragnar gets steel in 1 turn, and Frederick has a golden age. Frederick has a golden age. But Ragnar is going for railroads, and Frederick is going for physics. When will we see the next turn? And Ragnar, by the way, is expanding as well. He's up to 21 cities. He has 1 city in the new continent, New World up there. And there are privateers, of course, that is what we hear. 24 to 21. And now we have the next war. The next war is on turn 375. Frederick is still in the golden age. 23 to 22. I think he lost a city there. I think Ragnar took one. Let's see what we can do here. Frederick is losing his golden age now. He's going for rifling, but we know that Ragnar already has rifling. Ragnar is going for the scientific method. Frederick on rifling. 23 to 22 is the city count. Will another city change hands before Frederick gets to rifling? Turn 380 and 23 cities to 22. Ragnar is going for the combustion thingy. Ragnar is up to 23 cities. Frederick on 22. This is when the game is going to be decided, isn't it? Frederick is now down to 0.6 the strength of Ragnar. Frederick did spend mid-game expanding. but ignoring to build up his military, and that is what he is paying for now. Ragnar is up to 24 cities, Frederick is down to 21. Frederick, he had the advantage, the military power advantage early game after the 2 early wars, but then Ragnar started building military units and Frederick started building settlers. Now Ragnar is using his military units to take over Frederick's cities, 25 to 20. Ragnar going for assembly line. Frederick is on steam power. Frederick is 0.6 the strength of Ragnar, and Ragnar is winning the war right now. He is taking on the German cities, 25 to 20. We are at turn 395. We are almost at turn 400 now. 25 cities to 20. It is still a big enough German empire, and 19 cities left for Frederick now. Ragnar took another one, 26 to 19, but I think that Ragnar lost a few units doing that, because now Frederick is up to 0.7 the strength. It is 100 turns left. This war can either go on for eternity until a draw, or Ragnar can break Frederick, because it does seem like Ragnar has the most power, military power. But there is the peace treaty. 27 to 18 is the city count once the peace has been signed. 27 to 19, 27 to 20. He is building a few more cities. Frederick, he is immediately using the peace to settle more cities. But he is weaker than Ragnar, and Ragnar, yeah, he's going for that physics thingy, isn't he? Oh, Frederick on railroads at the moment, but Ragnar with an advantage. But Germany, Frederick is building up his units. He is now up to 0.8 the strength of Ragnar, and that is an improvement. He was down to 0.6, which means that Frederick is building units right now. 21 cities, Ragnar with his 27, and now Ragnar is going for artillery, and that could spell the doom of Germany, couldn't it? If Ragnar also going for rocketry, yeah. Ragnar is also going for rocketry, and Frederick is on combustion, but I know that Ragnar does have combustion already, 27 to 21. The peace treaty is over, but we haven't seen a declaration of war. We are at turn 425, and I think that now is the time for Ragnar to attack. He needs these turns to get... there we have the war. It is Ragnar that declared 27 to 21, and now we'll see if he can grab enough cities to win domination here, or if Frederick is going to defend himself into a point. Ragnar, 27 cities to 21, Frederick is going for the combustion, but Frederick is 0.7 the strength of Ragnar. I'm going for electricity. Frederick is getting combustion right now. And 27 to 21 is still the city count. Frederick still at 21 cities. Turn 431. Ragnar, can you do it? What is Ragnar doing? Is he upgrading units or whatever? Something is happening over there at least. Frederick on assembly line, but he is 12 turns away from it, and 28 to 20. Oh, 27 to 21. He got one back there. Ragnar was temporarily up to 28 cities. And Frederick down to 20, but now it's 27-21 again, turn 437, and it's a German revolt that has taken place. That's probably why the city was... it revolted back to Frederick. Ragnar, what can you do? What can you do? 27 to 21, there is a lot of units dying, there is a lot of units fighting, but there are very few cities changing hands at the moment. Ragnar had better luck in the last war. Now Frederick is going to get assembly line. Into Ragnar, 12 turns away from industrialism, and now Frederick is losing a few units because it's down to 0.6 the strength of Ragnar again, and 28 to 20 cities, and Ragnar is going for industrialism, and Frederick is going very, very slowly towards electricity. 28 to 20, turn 446, we are almost only 50 turns left before the deadline, before turn 500. And Ragnar, what are you doing? 28 cities to 20. I believe that you need to take at least, about 10 cities or so from Frederick in order to win domination here, and you have only 50 turns left to do it, and you have been going very slowly until now, but once you get that industrialism, maybe it is going to go a little bit faster, but Frederick is up to 0.7 the strength. Frederick is defending well here. Could be defending all his way to a point, because Ragnar is not the one that is the best at finishing off his opponents. But now Frederick is down to 0.6 now, up to 0.7 again. Ragnar is going for plastics at the moment. Turn 4, 5-5. Turn 4, 5-5, Frederick, down to 19 cities. 19 cities for Frederick, down to 19, he lost one. He's going for electricity. But it's down to 19. With that drop even further down, we have only 33 turns left. Ragnar, he is in a real hurry if he wants this victory right now. 29 to 19. Frederick is defending. Ragnar is attacking, but he is not gaining enough cities. He is not gaining enough ground, so to speak. Turn 461. 19 German cities left on the map, and that is enough to get a point. He is defending well, and he is keeping up with Ragnar in military power now. Also trying to go for industrialism, it seems. But he is going to spend almost the rest of the game before he reaches it. Ragnar is getting plastics right now. Frederick, 19 cities left. 19 cities left for Frederick. Ragnar going for radio. But only 32 turns left of the game. And Ragnar is struggling in trying to take cities, and Frederick is defending very well now. It looks to me like this is going to end in a draw unless Ragnar suddenly can break Frederick now in the last 28 turns. It hasn't been looking like he has been able to do that for now. This far. 28 to 20, and Frederick is up to 20 cities again. So Ragnar, it is a little bit of a disappointment that you haven't been able to use your advantage here in the latter stages of the game. Frederick's down to 19 cities, 23 turns left, and time is running out for Ragnar. Ragnar, you need a push, and you need it now, and you need it fast, and you need it immediately, and you need it yesterday, I think. To be honest, 20 turns left. Oh my. Oh my. Ooh, 28 to 20. Ragnar, you are not getting there, are you? 17 turns. Frederick, he is on the losing end of this war, but he is holding on to the point. He is 6 turns away from military science. Ragnar is going for some satellites or whatever it is. But Frederick with 19 cities with 13 turns left. This is going the way of the draw again, I think. Ragnar, in that case, going towards his second draw in 2 games. Frederick, at least to get a point on the board, because he lost his first game, but 1 point here, that could be important. 19 German cities, and Ragnar, despite having the advantage, the military advantage, has never been able to break Frederick. 8 turns left now. It looks like Frederick is going to keep his 19 cities, and he has done well to defend. He could have won the game if he had focused more on military in the mid-game, because he was stronger than Ragnar in the beginning, but then Ragnar built up his military power while Frederick was focusing more on expanding into the new world. And it ends up with Frederick defending himself into a point. But if he had focused more on military and not settled the new world, he could probably have taken out Ragnar if he had continued the early game. 21 to 27 now. Frederick gotten a city back, I believe, but with 1 turn left. We are going in 2 turn 500, and it ends in time, which means 1 point for each of the leaders. It looked like it was going to end this way for the last 20, 30, 40 turns. But Ragnar, yeah, I'm disappointed that you couldn't break Frederick here. You had the advantage military all game long, but it ends in a draw. 1 point each. I will be back after the replay. The 5 wars that were declared. Frederick declared 1, Ragnar declared 4. And of the 4 Ragnar declared, he won 3 of them, and 1 of them ended in a standoff, while the war that Frederick declared was a stalemate. Still, they didn't manage to win the game, any of them. Let's go and take a look at the graphs and the statistics, shall we? Here we have the graphs. It is pretty even in score for a very long time. The gold, yeah, pretty even. Manufacturing, pretty even. Food, yeah, it was Ragnar a little bit higher for the most of the time. Power was very even here. Frederick had the most power, and he could have used that to continue to build up, but here it flattened out. Instead he built settlers and stuff. Then he started a little bit, but we see here that Ragnar, he managed to get some units, but he never really managed to break Frederick, so he didn't win the game. Culture, pretty even. Espionage, pretty even as well. Very, very even. Go to demographics to take a look. Frederick, and this is Ragnar, so we see soldiers, land area, population 12.3 million versus almost 20 million here, and yeah, those numbers are pretty even. The wonders, we have some BC wonders here: Stonehenge, Great Wall, Kashi Vishwanath, and the Oracle. And then we have the top 6 cities with Berlin as number 1, with Nidaros number 2, Hamburg, Stuttgart, Uppsala, and Haithabu. Ragnar with Frederick is number 1 and 3, and Ragnar the other cities on this list. Let's take a look at the statistics then. This is Frederick. Built 27 cities, none raised, 4 religions, 2 golden ages. Currently, he has 47 windmills, 41 workshops, and 19 mines. He did build in his cities 27 barracks, 26 granaries, and 25 lighthouses, all the way down to 3 universities there. Let's go page down. We see Angkor Wat, Apostolic Palace, Sistine Chapel, Mausoleum of Masolos. We have, for instance, Temple of Artemis here as well. Let's go page down. A Great Wall, Stonehenge, pyramids, and all the way Hanging Gardens and Colossus. Top. Current units of Frederick: 78 infantry, 20 marines, and 15 workers. You have also a frigate. What did you build then? 108 riflemen, 76 frigates, 70 infantries, down to 12 triremes. Page down. Missionaries, you got 1 great spy and 1 galley. You killed 81 cavalry, 56 infantry, 16 riflemen, all the way down to 1 ship of the line, and your losses were 113 riflemen, 99 frigates, 85 infantry, down to 1 settler. That was Frederick, so let's go and take a look at Ragnar. Here he is. Settled 21 cities, didn't raise anyone, 3 religions founded, 1 golden age, currently 59 towns, 34 mines, and 33 windmills. You built in your cities 27 barracks, 23 trading posts, and 22 theaters. We see 3 levees, 2 hydro plants, and you didn't build that much. You did get the Great Library and the Great Lighthouse and the Oracle, and yeah, not that many wonders. Top. Current units for Ragnar: 73 infantry, 25 workers, and 25 tanks, down to 1 machine gun. You built 73 cavalries, 39 longbows, 38 tanks, and all the way down to 6 airships. Page down. And we have a privateer at the bottom, 1 machineman, 1 great merchant, 1 great artist, spearman, warrior. To confirm your kills: 113 riflemen, 99 frigates, all the way down to a settler, and your losses: 81 cavalry, 56 infantry, 16 riflemen, and down to 1 privateer. So let's then go and take a look at the cities. Here we are. Frederick's cities are here. Let's sort them by population, as we always do. He is building military units most of the time, we see. Berlin, 15 pops, Wiesbaden 13, Bonn 12, and then we see all the way down to Essen, which is number 2. Okay, that was Frederick's. Let's go and take a look at Ragnar's cities. Okay, and then the game should change to Ragnar. Come on. Okay, Change to Ragnar. Change to Ragnar, please. Come on. Okay, it's going to take a while. There we go. Now we are at Ragnar. So now we can go to the city list and see all the cities. They are more than one page. So let's go to the top here. Västerås is number 1. Sigtuna, Stuttgart, Nidaros, size 16. And then 13, 13, 12, 12, 12, 12. We see that he is building Apollo program in Stuttgart, the former German city, all the way down to Jorvik here. So that is Jorvik. Let's go all the way to the bottom then. And then we have Frankfurt down here as well. So we see the stats, Apollo program, and a lot of units. And that's basically it. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. As we can see from the table, Frederick is at number 11 with his 1 point and -6 score per turn difference. Ragnar, he is up to 7th with his 2 points and a -5 score per turn difference. And this has been it for today. Tomorrow we are going to get 2 games from the 2nd division. First we have Bodica versus Ramses II, and after that Hammurabi versus Kjotleik. So I'll hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye for now.